7 Essential Ways to Cleanse Your Body Safely. Chapter 2. For Chapter 1, go to https://campaizachiropractorfresno.com/rough-draft 1 Street Chapter New Book Diet. All modern diseases, heart disease, cancer, and autoimmune disease have one thing in common: inflammation. And yes, inflammation is largely due to toxins in the body. Avoiding inflammation goes a long way toward preventing all modern diseases. And so keeping our body levels of toxins as low as possible helps keep us healthy. The human body detoxifies and cleanses itself naturally, as it has for 250,000 years since our days on the African Savannah. In fact, all animals since the dawn of multicellular life on Earth have naturally detoxified their bodies. So then why write this chapter? Because we need to take specific steps to make up for the fact that we don't live in Eden anymore. You mean because there are more types and numbers of toxins today than ever before? True, but no, this isn't why many of us need to go on a cleanse. I am going to tell you the safest and most effective way to go on a cleanse, but first let me describe the real reason why we have this toxic problem today. There are two proverbial elephants when it comes to creating toxic humans, one sitting in your kitchen or favorite restaurant and the other casting the smothering shadow, one bad oils, and two clothing. Yes, clothing. A. Bad oils, the threefold problem. A. Bad oils directly cause inflammation. B. Bad oils are the number one toxin by sheer amount and by enduring tenacity. They stick with you, stored in the brain, nerves, and organs, causing low-grade inflammation for years. It takes 45 days to get half of them out of the body once ingested, and another 45 days to get the next 25% out, and so on. C. Bad oils sludge up the liver and gallbladder, slowing down the liver's ability to make bile, and the gallbladder's ability to release bile into the intestines. Bile contains the strongest known antioxidant extinguisher of toxin-induced fires called bilirubin. Why do we care about bile? Is it just because it is a strong antioxidant? Yes, that helps a lot, but the following are perhaps even more important. 1. Bile carries neutralized toxins out from the liver to be eliminated by the colon. 2. Bile is essential for proper digestion and absorption of dietary nutrients by the intestines such as omega-3, and vitamins A, D, E, and K. Omega-3 is a strong natural anti-inflammatory. 3. Bile neutralizes the acids from the stomach so the intestine does not get burned, inflamed, and leaky. 4. Bile kills toxic microbes so they don't take up residence in the gut. 5. Bile stimulates the colon after each meal, preventing constipation. In summary, bad oils directly cause inflammation, but they also cause sluggish liver bile, leading to poor digestion and acidic irritation, setting off food allergies and leaky gut, causing body-wide inflammation, allowing microscopic toxin-producing factories to establish in the colon pathogenic bacteria, and constipation anything less than 3 bms daily is not enough. And of course loose stool is just as worrisome, allowing the stool to putrefy in the colon between bowel movements. The colon veins can't help but absorb these toxins from the bowels, which get sent directly to the already sluggish liver. I think you get the picture. They are called bad oils for a reason. So what are bad oils? Bad oils are found in fried foods, roasted nuts, peanut butter, solid veggie oil butter alternatives, shortening, many packaged foods, coffee, a roasted nut, and oxidized or old veggie oils. Once you open a bottle of oil, the air begins to oxidize it. You have about 10 to 14 days to use it before it goes bad. Coconut oil lasts a bit longer, up to 60 days. The most susceptible to oxidation is fish oil unless it is processed and packaged well. This is why I recommend Nordic Naturals brand fish oil. They take multiple precautions against oxidation and verifies it with third-party testing. The most insidious place bad oils are found are in restaurant foods, because often it is cooked with bad oils. So obviously it is nearly impossible to avoid bad oils completely, but for every ounce of bad oil you avoid, you get that much closer to Eden, where your body naturally stays healthy. start with the biggies like avoiding French fries and fried chips. Make time to go to the grocery and eat at home or pack your lunch more. Those of us with health conditions early in life are actually a bit lucky in that we are forced to eat better sooner, because if we don't eat right, we feel worse. B. Clothing. Yes, clothing. It blocks the sun from reaching your naked skin. On the African Savannah, we had hours of direct sun exposure daily without wearing clothes, sunscreen, or hats. The human skin lacks thick fur for a reason. It has unique properties found in no other animal, and it wants lots of sun. Together with sunlight, the skin becomes an efficient toxin filter and microbe killer. Within the first few millimeters of the surface of the skin runs capillary beds that can hold up to 25% of the blood in our body when dilated. Ultraviolet light from the sun penetrates into these capillaries and destroys toxins and microbes, effectively cleansing our blood. On top of this, sunshine creates vitamin D in our skin for calcium regulation. In modern times, without high levels of sunshine or D in the blood, we cannot absorb the calcium from our food well, so we instead steal it from our bones. The problem with this is that calcium from the bones tends to get stuck in the arteries and soft internal organs such as the liver and gallbladder, creating gallstones. Then thicker, more sluggish bile. Add bad oils to this recipe, and you get a real problem. So you see, the two elephants of bad oils and clothing are a dynamic duo. Together they lead to toxin-induced inflammation, and then to pain and dysfunction, and ultimately disease. But specifically they lead to 7 distinct problems that need to all be addressed by an effective cleanse. One, liver/gallbladder sluggishness. 2, stomach acid imbalances. 3, small intestine stress. 4, colon dysbiosis. 5, adrenal/thyroid imbalance. 6, fat burning dysfunction. 7, social addictions to bad oils, processed sugar, etc. At my clinic, I perform specific tests that tell me whether a person needs one or more of the following cleanses. Often a person only needs 1 or 2, but sometimes 6 or all 7. 1, liver/gallbladder desludging. Poor bile production leads to indigestion. B, less than 2 to 3 bowel movements daily and/or the need to strain to pass the stool. C, a lack of greenish tint to the stool. Bile is green. light tan stool or a sure sign of low bile. Dark brown with a slight green tint is normal. Stool that floats in the toilet or oil droplet stool should sink. If any of these are present, you may need this cleanse. Beta TCP. Take 6 tablets in the middle of each meal daily for 10 days. 1 large bottle. Repeat if AE are not fixed. Also, stop eating bad oils. Eat more green leafy veggies. Check your blood for vitamin D levels. See my article on vitamin supplements for optimal health and get more midday sun to your skin tolerance. See my article on sunbathing. 2. Stomach acid balancing. The liver and gallbladder release bile into the intestine after the naturally acidic contents of the stomach are released. Bile neutralizes the acid, making it alkaline for the second phase of digestion. When bile is deficient, the acid from the stomach can burn the intestine. To compensate for low bile release, the stomach produces less acid. This leads to poor meal liquefying, causing food to sit in the stomach longer, and allowing pathogenic bacteria to survive, like H. pylori, the leading cause of acid reflux and ulcers. Yes, that's right, acid reflux is often caused by too little acid being produced. The other downside of too little acid production in the stomach is that strong acid is required to stimulate more bile production from the liver and gallbladder. So sometimes, even after cleaning out the biliary system, the stomach needs a jump start in order to jumpstart bile production. It's called the stomach acid challenge. If after your 3rd bottle of beta TCP you still don't have healthy AE above, then you'll need to do this. Betaine plus HP. Take 2 tablets in the middle of each meal. Increase by 2 capsules each meal until you notice a burning, warming, or tingling in the stomach or on the skin over the stomach. This means you have found the amount that is just a little bit too much, so back down the dose by 2 at your next meal. That is the specific amount you need to reset your stomach/liver signaling. Continue taking that amount until you notice it burns again, then back off by 2, staying at the new dose each meal until it burns again. Continue in this fashion until just 2 capsules burn, then you are done. Some patients find that they need up to 20 capsules in the middle of a meal before it burns. Don't worry, it won't take long before you can wean down and then stop. Usually only a few weeks is needed to complete the process and you will find your digestion is stronger like it used to be when you were younger. 3. Clean the gunk out of the small intestine. If upon firm digital pressure you have any tenderness on the front edge of your rib cage right above your abdomen where your abdominal muscles attach to your ribs, then you need this cleanse. This is because these are lymphatic reflexes to the intestines that become tender when the intestine is sludged up. The tenderness could be anywhere from the far right, up to the lower sternum, to the far left edge of your rib cage. Take 4 tabs, 15 minutes before each meal for 7 to 14 days. This scrubs the intestinal villi clean so that they can absorb your micronutrients better. The cause of gunk in the small intestine is usually gluten-containing foods like bread and pasta. When the bottom portion of the villi are covered in gluten residue, you can still usually absorb your calories but you can't burn them well because the micronutrients needed to burn the calories get stuck in the gunk. 4. Fix the colon microflora. Oftentimes just fixing the liver bile production by avoiding bad oils and doing the above beta TCP cleanse will automatically fix the colon microflora. But if not, you might find tenderness upon firm digital pressure over the outside edge of your thigh anywhere from your hip down to your knee on either the right or left thigh. If so, then you will need to do this step. This has 2 parts. Take off any bad flora with ADP. Take 4x3 daily for 40 days. This is emulsified oregano oil, a natural herbal extract that can kill most unwanted intestinal microbes. These are in most foods, especially restaurant food, but often only take up residence when your stomach acid and bile are disrupted. Recolonate with good flora with BioDo 7 Plus. Take 3 caps daily for 7 days, then 1 daily for 3 more weeks. Only do this after you are completely done with the 40 days of ADP. But be sure to do this step immediately after the ADP is finished. Don't delay, or other bad bugs could start to come back as quickly as 24 hours after stopping the ADP if you don't immediately start putting good bacteria back in with the BioDo 7 Plus. 5. Heal the adrenals and thyroid. There are 3 stages of adrenal dysfunction. If you are in stage 1 or 2, then eating the better diet, avoiding bad oils, getting more sunshine and vitamin D, cleaning out the liver, intestine, and colon, and jump-starting the stomach will be enough to heal your adrenals in most cases. If you are in stage 3, however, you will need to take an additional step. How do I know if my adrenals are in stage 3? You will have any number of symptoms: fatigue, moodiness, headache, foggy brain, etc. that goes away for a short time right after eating the meal or snack. Or you will have strong sugar cravings, or will tend to be hungry all the time. That doesn't go away after completing steps 1, 2, 4 above. To fix stage 3 adrenal dysfunction, in addition to eating a healthier diet void of bad oils, you will need to do the following for 3 to 6 weeks, or until low adrenal symptoms go away. They stop all foods and drinks with added sugar, stop all caffeine and alcohol, stop all fruit juice, and limit fruit to 1 to 2 pieces daily. Sugar can be considered a poison of sorts for the adrenal glands. Eat a small snack every 2 waking hours so that you are never hungry. This will allow your adrenals to heal, and it will jumpstart your metabolism. By fixing the adrenals, you will fix 80% of all thyroid dysfunction. If you are on thyroid medication or have been diagnosed with a thyroid disease, then healing the adrenals will not be enough to fix your thyroid. Instead, you will require personalized treatment from a health practitioner because each severe thyroid case is unique. 6. Stimulate fat burning. If you are in stage 3 adrenal dysfunction and you skip step 5 in order to get to step 6 faster, you will get worse. And step 6 won't work. Don't do it. Otherwise, if you don't have low adrenal symptoms, you can skip 5 and start here instead. But to truly fix the adrenals, you have to complete this step also. The adrenals won't be completely fixed until your fat metabolism is fixed. When you can't burn fat well, you rely on sugar metabolism, which makes you crave sugar, which tears down your adrenals again. How to do it? NutriClear shakes, 2 to 4 scoops mixed in 16 ounces of distilled water for breakfast, another one for lunch, then eat a regular healthy dinner. If you get hungry between shakes, then take another shake. Take as many shakes as you need until not hungry. Do not mix anything into the shake. If you put berries or juice or almond milk or anything else into the shake, it won't work. Once you can eat 2 shakes during the day without being hungry until dinner time comes, you can go down to 1 shake for breakfast, the healthy meal for lunch, and a healthy meal for dinner. Do this for 10 more days. Then stop the shakes. As long as you feel as good off the shakes as you did on them, you are done. If any symptoms return, then repeat this step as many times as needed. 7. Social addictions to bad oils, processed sugar, etc. The cure for this is to follow the above 6 steps over a few months and in doing so feel amazing. Eating bad oils and processed sugars will make you feel not so good again. Soon you won't want to eat bad foods because you will become addicted to feeling truly good instead of being addicted to the short-term high that comes from bad oils and processed sugars. The more friends and family you can persuade to do this cleanse with you, the better your chances at staying away from bad oils and processed foods in the future. Additionally, you need to be on a small number of vitamin supplements daily for life in order to achieve optimal health. Stay tuned for my next article on this topic. For a sneak peek, you can read my article on vitamin supplements for kids. Yours in health. Dr. Campi's area code 559930103. P.S. If you have the time, kindly give us a review in Google Maps, https://goo.gl/73kz2r. Thanks. #Fresno Chiropractor #Chiropractor California Chiropractor Fresno Chiropractic Neuro Emotional #Hyperbaric Light Therapy homeopathy chelation